Weird hell.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons.
Oh.
We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go here in Atlanta. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. They face second down and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. They'll look to throw. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left.
Why are you guys all
and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Rattler to open with a pass. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and pick to save them some points.
Why are you here?
The
What are you
drive
doing?
will begin here with a run by Robinson. The
What?
ball comes out. The Saints have got it. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the
I already
ball,
touched
you
them all
hand the
in. Go to
defense 6
bed.
points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain.
So we run to the football.
Here's a 2nd and 9. look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. He'll drop to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. Down the right sideline. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It is a big play there for the Falcons. That goes for 58. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a game. Another run here for Robinson. And this time he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Brown now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Everybody's name tired. Ridiculous.
Rattler now back to throw. That one complete to A.T. Perry. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
It's a weird thunderstorm.
To throw, it's Rattler. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll come up here, first and 10. Here's Rattler. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sly now for the point after.
Grayson Murphy, what up?
The Saints take a 14-8 lead.
In your bed. Go to sleep.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Now, faking the give. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. 2nd and 7. And here's Bijan. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Slot receiver, headed right. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. On the give, it's Robinson.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Get in bed!
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now a former Dog played his college ball at Georgia. It's James Cook. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So after 1, our score is 14-8. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. play action. He'll set up to throw. Downfield, that's Perry. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rattler. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, that's Olave. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now Rattler going to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Get in the bay!
Throwing now is Rattler. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Rattler. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. On On second down, it's a run with Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He'll let this go for Pickens. And this is going to be incomplete. That is
He
great
caught that.
work there,
Crazy.
making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. This returnable with Reed. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Throw
Timeout.
football.
That's their first.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted. I'm not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. On third down, they go with Cook. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Saints will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. What a luxury to have in an offense. A tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a winner.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This returnable with Reed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. field is caught by Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Troy
I was
Anderson.
just like, dumb play this. I didn't know where my receiver
Six
is.
for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. He works free. Right side. To the 20. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 95 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's going to be brought down just
Appreciate it there.
outside the 10-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw.
And he'll take it on in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Saints.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
So we hit halftime with the visiting Saints in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get across the 5, and that's it. Good coverage. They got him down at the 6. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Back to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here?
And he will go all the way. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Out comes Sly for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw. A dive, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards. He'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, Falcons.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Brown now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Handoff, running left. This is Cook. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Second down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. He'll try and run here with Cook. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, New Orleans.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's second and 9. Rattler now back to throw. Open man down the field. It's Olave. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. On the handoff, this is Cook. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Big play coming up, third and goal. They'll run. It's Cook. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up fourth down. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. To the air now on first and 10. To the right, that's Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for our Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
44. Falcons 27.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6. But in this case, you come away with 0.
To throw, it's Rattler. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Cook gets it out of the pistol. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the pass. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
11 yards on the pass.
Somebody can hit him
It's
quick.
good for a Saints first down. Now the give to Cook, running right. Yards are hard to come by there. They work it down to the 37-yard line. Look him up on a second down and 8. Once again, it's Cook. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Open man down the field, Mooney. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
of 43 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. Crazy. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 13-yard line. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll run the draw with Cook. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Now the Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. No issues there. This one is good. And the Saints will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got this to Bijan Robinson.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. That's complete to Pearsall. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter.